Good morning, good morning. I'm here. I'm just trying to figure out my audio real quick. Give me 2 seconds here. Only one of my buds is connecting. Oh, it's happening again. Whatever. We'll just rock it. We'll just rock it. Thank you, kind sir. When you said boom, is that because you took this trade? I was wondering. Dude, why does my tunes keep stopping? Well, that's annoying. I'm going to shut down Spotify. Quit that. This looks kind of nice, eh? Like the this, and then you kind of get this. I know it's always in hindsight, but like that's nice. Do I like the wicks closer together? Sure, but like look at this. Look at this. All right, let's see if this can fix itself here. Come on, Spotify. Could be my headphones. I cannot imagine sitting here in silence the whole time. Maybe the headphones, man. Let's try another way. Let's see if these work. Let's see if it works. All right, I don't have MT4 open. Triple wick. It's on the 1 minute though, but we've been looking at that, right? I've been looking at the triple wick on the 1 minute. I'm just gonna take note of all these things, man. If I really start to see a pattern on it, any day now, I'm gonna backtest on FX replay. I need FX replay for the 1 minute because you can't go far enough back on TradingView to do the 1 minute. It only lets you do like 2 weeks of data. And the 1 minute, so much happens. I think you need FX replay to get some raw, authentic data. let's just, what do we got closing right now? Alright, we're good for a bit. Let's just at least see if there's something obvious popping out. We don't need this one. Alright, coming up to a level. That's about all I'd say on this. Just worth taking note. But we're probably pretty far from that, actually. Oh, dude, even more confluence. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Boom, boom, boom. That's awesome. 625 though. I don't usually take a trade that early, but that is awesome. Can't always time these things. Okay. Yo, little investor, I forgot how long you've been trading. I want to try some new albums from this guy, just see if I can find, I don't know, some other stuff that sounds good. No way, man. It's a bit 80s. Feeling this. What about? Oh, this is so bad. I can't even read your question. You know what? I'll have to do this another time. Now's not the time to mess around with the music. Okay. So I was trading a profitable setup a while ago for about a year, but the setup required 60 trades in a full year total to become marginally profitable. Ooh, I see. So I stopped. Now back again and busy. About 3 weeks. Oh, right on, man. Yeah, I think, I mean, we've already talked about this, but if you can get, I don't know, some kind of results that will show 2 to 4% a month, I just think when you get to a point where you're willing to scale that up on a prop firm, whew, dude, that'll add up. 2 sucks. Like, 2 takes you like 8 months to pass the prop firm. That would be insane. If you only got 2% a month, that would be 55% win rate. 1 to 1 hour, 1 trade a day, 1%. But 4%, now you can pass it in like 3.5 months. And 4% is a lot of money on enough capital. But I'm always on the hunt for something better too. Like, that's why my eyes are keeping track of things. Right? Like, if I see this every morning, I see this all the time when I get stuff going on here, pre-market, and then this happens, boom, like, what an incredible level to hit. So I just want to take note of these things, and I think it'll slowly shape my trading. You know, I don't want to ignore these things. Okay, we got triple wick on the 1 minute. I want to see these things play out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But it does need testing. Like it needs. If I was more disciplined, like I wouldn't touch any trade until I can show on the screen. Here's the testing I've done on this. But this is interesting. I like these kind of triple wick idea on the 1 minute. You know what? I should just use MT4 for the 1 minute. I agree. 2% is my goal on a 400k, bro. Let's go. Yeah, it just sucks how long it takes to pass, but yes, 100% get there this year. Yeah, man. Welcome, viewer 2. What's your name? Where are you from? Show yourself. Oh, yep. Is the triple wick gonna play out like this? Little investor, we might be onto something here. I mean, it's not, it hasn't made it yet, but might be onto something. I think it would have to be done. So I'm talking about, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, but that's the first green one. So it depends where you put your stop. If you did the low, you're not there yet. But if you did the entry candle, you might have just kissed a profit. So that's 2 in a row this morning from like a triple wick 1 minute. I would never do a double wick. I've seen, like, this is a double wick, but it's got this supporting it here. It's actually technically got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches. I've just seen the double wick fail on the 1 minute. Like, it needs a bit more. And if you think about it, a triple wick, well, I guess that's, I was going to say that's kind of like a 5 minute. Well, no, it's not. It's not. Never mind. Anyways, I'm taking note of it. I'm going to test it soon. There's no doubt I'm seeing something. I just don't know what the win rate is. I know the 5 minutes more legitimate if I see that same pattern on the 5 minute. But sometimes price moves where the 5 minute doesn't give you a chance. In the window I need it to happen. Any of you guys play guitar? I got a guitar just to the left of me, and I always want to pick it up and play it while I'm waiting for a trade. But there's a couple things. I got people sleeping in the house. That's not going to work. How would it work with the stream? I'd have to cut the music, and I'm not that good at guitar, so it might be awkward. Would love to play an instrument. Do it, man. It's incredible. Like, it's really incredible. So I'm actually a drummer. I mainly play drums. Yeah, I play pretty decent. I used to teach it. Give me the PlayStation controller, but nice. But yeah, I like to play also other things. Guitar and piano is just for fun. But drums, yeah, I can play drums. I could sub in with a band or a gig or something. Love it. 5 minute is currently giving us nothing. Tweezer incoming. What are you thinking, bro? Like the one that's just started? Or the 1 minute? Oh, this little guy here? Just not on the 1 minute. Like on the 1 minute, personal preference, you need triple. It's just gotta, it's gotta look good. I don't know how to explain that. Going green. Oh yeah, the 5 minute. Okay, I get it. Yeah, it's crazy with like how quickly it'll change until it closes. But like, dude, I just gotta find a way to solidify the strategy, but how can you ignore this stuff? And now I know some of these aren't perfect looking, so you'd have to figure it out on your own. Like these aren't touching, but context, as we looked left, all these other touch points. Now this one's messed up. Like if this was our time of day to trade, I don't know what you do with this because it looks nice, but they're all red. And I normally need green, but then you get a green one here. So do you say, look at all these rejections? I'll take this one. I don't know. This one would have failed. That's a good looking loss. Like it makes sense. A little triple there, that one. You might even get crazy where you start looking at this stuff. Triple wick, but it's messy, but it's kind of like almost like a head and shoulders pattern. That's 15 minutes of time of, I don't know, man. No, I do know. There's something here. But yeah, I've been open on the chat that it's hard for me to stay super focused on one thing. Through experience, I'm going to get there. But one thing's for sure, I've seen, oh my gosh, thousands and thousands of hours of screen time, back testing, watching strategies, mostly all watching the US30. Nice. Oh, we got another one up here. Give me a couple wicks on the 1 minute. Again, in context with all of this. Yes, sir. But maybe it's not going to go as high. Like, look at the trend. Yeah, I'd love for it to go higher. I agree the tweezer is one of the best. Sick, man. Unfortunately, it just does not happen. Yeah, the NAS is wild. It's the Wild West. I would even say just trade tweezers all day and I agree. I do agree. You just have to find a way. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I try, but I know I'm not doing well lately to do one trade a day. I would love to be able to take more trades a day. I just it adds another element of psychology that can be tough. I would just have to plan it in. Like if I'm going to say I'm allowed maximum 4 trades, they're going to be at a 0.25% risk, not 1%. Need to make an indicator alert on tweezer play. You know, there a little bit is, bro. So I have it right here. equal highs, equal lows. And you can mess with it. Let's see, watch this. See these lines with the arrows? Watch this. I'll turn them off. But, however, it won't take them when they're off a little bit. Like it won't take this. It didn't take this because they're not a perfect match. But you can change that in the settings. It also won't take into account if something looks horrible. Like, I don't know. I don't like when there's these tiny candles after the other one was huge. It won't take into account that I need the right color. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It won't take into account big wicks on the top. So it gives you like an idea. What's going to happen? All right, so it almost came into this area. This is where the 1 minute, I think, can mess you up. Comes up to a level, you get a red bar, you go, let's go for it. Sometimes it will work, but I don't think there's an edge there. I think I would need a zone to do something like this, to have confidence in it. Dude, one of my columns on my backtesting, this is literally going to be humorous for someone. Watch this. And I haven't even backtested it heavily yet. How many trades do I have on it? Okay, it's not a lot. It's not even worth showing you. Well, yeah, I'm just going to show you real quick. One of the ideas was, oh, this one's nice. It's called the VWAP return. And the idea was, so this is the anchored VWAP, that when you get a first red candle that prints, that will give you at least a 1-to-1R, you take it. And you use the context as well that I don't want ugly ones. Even though this trade would have won. This trade would have won. To catch that? But then when you get up here, then it stopped working. But with the concept being that price wants to come back to the VWAP. Anchored VWAP. But it was just an idea. Anyways, it's up 3% there. And here's only... So it's only up 4% over... Not a lot of trades though. Anyways, it's kind of fun. All these different things. Well, that 1 minute off the support did work. Need to make and keep it journal. So I found 2 people on 5 that would do 4 hours of back testing for 18 euros. Dude, if that's a success, let me know. I'd be interested in it. I'm a pretty cheap, thrifty person. I really want to watch my dollars, but that's valuable information, dude. Really valuable information. You know what's going to happen? They'll probably get into trading. I don't even know what Fiverr is. I guess it's a place you find, like online help, like workers. Look at that, eh? Look how it worked well. Same for me, but 4 hours of backtesting it really could, man. 50 trades for 30 minutes, that's a little aggressive. I couldn't do that. Okay, maybe I could. Like, what you'd need to do is they'd need a really simple layout. Like, you could tell me take the first set of tweezers and move on to the next day. And they'd have to set up the trading view like this, where you have the grayed out box where you can just see it really quick and go to the next day. Or the opening range breakout, that's pretty quick to record that data. If you just had one column, I don't know, don't even record the date, just crank through it. Win or loss, yes or no, or 100 or negative 100, and just bang out each day. I've done that. So if you look at my testing, I'm testing a whole bunch of things here. I've done it where I literally, none of this exists. I look at one thing and I collect data fast. But then a lot of times I'll go, I wonder what this would have done, and I wish I just spent the extra time and tested it in the moment. Dude, seeing this more and more is gonna force me to do trading FX replay testing. I want to know what's going on here. I'm just seeing things I'd really like to test. Oh, without even knowing it, I think we got news. That's a news candle. Ooh, this has got some vibe to it. Alright, let's clean up some of these lines here. Oh, it's on the 5 minute or 3 minute. Oh, I'd love another. One more red. Wick, 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 wick. Then again, there's a theory of how many times it touches it, eventually the orders break. Runs out of orders. And so far on the stream, I'll call out some 1 minute plays and they'll all work. And then I'll take the third, then they don't work. One of these days, I'm going to open up a small, like another 6K. And I'm going to, not freestyle, but I'm going to allow myself more trades and take what I believe I'm seeing in intuition and let's see the results. Actually, it'd be an incredible experiment. I don't know what risk percentage I would do. You couldn't do 1, because if you have 2 bad days, you'll blow the account. Maybe 0.5% or 0.25%. I don't know. I'm going to do that. Maybe FX replay first. All right. We have 2 mystery viewers. Who are you? I mean, I guess if you're a returning viewer, you don't have to. I just like to see if we got new people. And hear your thoughts. What are you trading? What results are you seeing? Can you add value? Can we add value to you? Do you have any questions? All right, intuition, it's going to drop. but I don't know if it's going to test this one more time. And it's just, this is the problem, right? I don't have testing. I don't have anything confidence or grounds to stand on to say, yeah. But I like the rejection. But maybe you guys can do one more test. I don't know. Alright, can we just take a second? Oh, never mind. Yeah, look at the difference of the data. Look at this. Look at these two charts. Dude, how messed up is that? This is the problem with CFDs, even though I trade them. Look at them. The trading view one's broken the high of this candle here, but it's not printing on the... What the heck? Now, don't get me wrong, the charts are pretty close, but like that's... Right now, this is on MT4, it's still struggling to break the high. On MT4, it's already broken the high. This is why people switch to futures eventually. Wow. That actually is like throwing me off. I can't believe that. Oh my gosh, this tool. It's tempted me. I really want to go short, but I'd like one more 1 minute candle. Give me one more. I didn't close red anyway. Oh yeah, I did. I need one more. But let's see if we had an idea that was gonna play out. I would like one more. One more red candle to support it. Support the idea. This is what I'm talking about, going freestyle. We'd already be at break even. There's just so many like this. So theoretically, we could have been at 1%, 2%. You could have been up, well, not quite on this, almost 3% if this one hits. I don't think we talked about any that didn't work. Oh, we talked about this. Do you remember that? I was like, wow, I'm not taking it. I no testing on it, but it's hitting a level that's been tested up here. Here's the tension I feel. Let's say I come do this freestyle thing, and I'm allowed 4 trades at 0.25% risk. If they all win, seriously check this. If they all win, you're up 1%. What's the difference of then not just taking one trade at 1%? If the win rate is the same, it's the same thing. Why would you take 4 trades at 0.25% when you can take one trade at 1%? Other than it being fun to place trades, there's a more emotional fatigue. It's time you could be spending learning an instrument, as we talked about earlier. Yeah. Taking one loss at 1%, especially walking away from the screen, is way easier than taking 4 trades that all lose. But it's the same capital. But if you take 1% trades, you will reach the 2% R&R. If you take 1% trades, you will reach the 2% RR. You are correct. But if you go through a losing streak, it's game over. That's the problem. It's a double-edged sword. Like my backtesting shows, there will be pockets where you have 4 or 5 losers in a row. It's just part of it. It's part of the mathematics of a 60% win rate. So 20 trades would be done. Yes. You just have to be okay with blowing accounts. Which is okay. Some people do that. They gamify. Oh, dude, I kind of like this, bro. I don't like that it broke the high, but I just like that we're hitting these levels. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But maybe we tighten it up a bit. I don't know. I'm all over the map, bro. I'm just a bit gun shy lately. But this is kind of nice, but it did break the high. I'm not usually into that. Nah, this has gone too far. Little investor, I might have missed my shot for the day. Daily limit is 5. Total 10%. 4 to 5 losers. Yes, but 4 to 5 losers. But if you're doubling the risk, were you saying you double the risk? 1% trades, you will reach. 1% trades. If you're taking 1% trades though, and you take multiple trades. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm not gonna lie, this kind of stuff is motivating me to get on FX Replay. I hate seeing things that I'm kind of calling them out, like, and I'm just not taking them, which is fine, because I think a professional trader would say that's a trade, but it's not my trade. It's not my trade. I've kind of glued myself to on my system, but I don't know. I am going to be doing a lot of testing here coming up. I need to know how I would do. Essentially, intuition trading. But really, it's just 1 minute on support resistance levels. But you're not taking the first one. The first one's going to eat you alive. Triple wicks. Maybe some doubles if it's at the right level. Look at this one, dude. Ah, too bad. I literally, if you rewind the stream, I with passion was like, that's beautiful. And I can't explain why maybe I'm distracted this morning. I don't know. I just didn't take these. That's all good. You still don't have an opening range breakout this morning, eh? Like if that was your one play, you're still just waiting. That's why. What actually helped me pass 2 accounts earlier this year was taking a hybrid approach. I had like 3 plays. I wrote them down, and whichever came first, I took it, shut her down. Yeah. So I kind of stuck to my rules, I guess. Yeah. I guess, and I'm being honest. I'm just being transparent on the stream. My rules they're written in fine pencil right now. I have a few rules that like I'm sticking to religiously, and that are the absolute cardinal sins that will destroy you forever. Moving stops, canceling stops, doubling up risk. Those will destroy you. But I would like to solidify in a black Sharpie, a bold black pen. How many trades are you going to take? What is a signal? And, you know, am I going to stick with the 1 trade a day shutter down? I haven't been doing that lately. I've been watching my trades. Here's a little reaction off the View app, but kind of underneath it. $7.14. I got 15 minutes. I mean, this was cool. It was kind of off a level. Ba-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do. I'm having a bit of a light bulb moment where I might try, but it's going to require FX replay. Get some testing, gain some confidence, or FX replay will show me, don't do it. My 1 minute idea. A little bit more of a scalping style. It's got me really intrigued. I might be doing this. I want to open up a different account. I'm not touching my 6K live on it. I don't want to risk blowing it. I don't know if I want to test it on this 50K. I could do it with a small enough risk percentage just to get the feel of it. It's a different approach. Again, staying at the screen longer, taking multiple trades, decision fatigue, you're at the chart longer, but because I'm running the stream, it kind of fits it better. It fits better to be kind of actively trading on a stream. I don't know. I don't actually know. Just thinking about some things, man. Thinking. But yeah, this is nice, little investors. Worth taking note. But remember I talked about when it breaks the high of the last one, I thought my eyes are seeing that they're not as effective. But it was at this nice level. It kind of look at it dipped into this area. Sometimes I think it's context. You know, this pair worked, but I don't take them when the red one is second. So you got to draw a line in the sand somewhere. Seriously, who's the other guy on this chat? Just drop a name, man. You can make up your name. Or it'll just show your channel name. I want to see. I want to see who's on here, man. Let's have some dialogue. Let's get some community going. Little Investor has been the most loyal person on this channel. If you like peace out for a while and then a year later you come back, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, Little Investor. He's my first supporter. With which trading strategy you trade today? You know, man, that's a great question. The main strategy is the tweezers is what I'm looking for. I hate to say this. I've called out about two sets of triple tweezers on the 1 minute. And then I took note of this, just how it's coming off of levels here. I took note of this, unfortunately, that I thought we're going to go down. Maybe it'll retest this, and it did with the John Wick candle. But primarily, my friend, I have been hunting for a good set of 5-minute tweezers. We had a nice setup here, but it's before I started trading. We had a nice set one here that I called out, but unfortunately, I just didn't like that it broke the high of the last candle, which means I need to go do more back testing because that played out really nice. And in FX replay, here's a pro tip if you do use it. You need to find a way to tag the trades. So I could take this as a tweezer, but you got to tag it. So I might tag it as, maybe I have to label them. A would be it doesn't break the previous high. B, so you take the trade, but there's a tag feature where you tag it. And so my B trades would be if it does break the high. And then you can see the results. You can turn filters on. I'm going to do a video on that too. It's on my list. And then you could maybe even do a C, and I might label these different, like say C setup, but I got to flip these because maybe a double A setup, let's call it, would be pair of tweezers at a level. Kind of like here, bro. Like, you can't deny. Like, let's really zoom out. Look at this. Look at this. This, and then this prints. I mean, come on. You got support, you got your wicks. That's awesome. Oh, let's not miss something on the 1 minute here. I want to get a trade. It's just kind of how I trade. I like to get a trade each day. But I only have 10 minutes, so maybe it won't. Got 2 wicks there, but this one didn't really give us a wick. Oh, some guy commented on my backtesting? Who was it? Maybe it was ZR. No. Who commented on this? Some guy commented on my channel. On my backtesting, he said, how could you take that many losses? It's true. But the thing is, I need to test that to know. Oh, it was ZR. I knew it was, I thought it was you. How can you handle 6 SL in a row? My friend, that's valid. It's valid, but there's 2 purposes of backtesting for me. 1, to see what works, and 1, to see what doesn't work. Okay, so column D, I have proven that you do not take, I have proven, well, first of all, in other testings, I've proven you don't just take the break of the 5-minute range, faked you out 1, 2, 3 times. I've proven that you don't take an opening and close if it's the wrong color. I've proven that you don't just take a 5-minute candle that closes outside. I've proven to myself on backtesting. I've proven, was it yesterday, little investor? This candle printed opening range breakout, but it had a big wick on the bottom I did not like. That goes into column D. And I'm proving to myself with factual data, don't take those trades. Hold on, guys. I just don't want to miss a trade. Just want to make sure. Ooh, 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 ooh. We got some wickage going on. But again, normally... Oh, I need a triple. Give me a triple, I'll take this. Maybe the double plays out, but I want a triple, man. I'd like a triple. But let's just show ourselves so we can feel the grieving pain if it does work. Anyways, Deadar, I hope that makes sense. I like to see... Do yours still take that trade? 5-minute. Do... Well, this is all 1 minute. I don't see a 5-minute tweezers yet. Unless you're talking about this. Which is really, really pushing the boundaries of calling it a... Engulf candle. Oh, a golf candle. Oh, that's what you're saying. You're right. That would be an engulfing candle. I'm currently not taking them, but yes, I do test them because that was a strategy that I'm not kidding you. I'm going to tell you a story after. Oh, hold on. I might like this. Ah, mother. Yep, you hit a 1R. I don't know if it's just today. Price action sometimes moves in the favor of different strategies each day. Wow. Okay, the engulf candle. Yeah, I mean, obviously you have to see what happens here in the last 20 seconds. But it would be an engulf candle. And on the 7 a.m. EG, I'm running... What's the results on that? 7 a.m. EG, 16%. Is that column F? Yeah, 16%. It's okay. Opening range breakout is 22% right now. But this wouldn't count, right? The way it closed. Too much selling pressure there. I'm telling you, today has motivated me more than, like right now, I've had on my list on the 5 minute, my friend. I don't want to comment on trades because, but I just so in my books, the engulf, I need the candle to close. I guess this would have been ugly. Oh yeah. So in my books, my friend, but I don't want you to like cancel your trade and then it wins and then I'm the reason you didn't stay in it. But this wick is selling pressure. Okay, it rejected off the 5 minute range as well. In my books, I need the body to close above the other one. That triggers an engulf for me. Right now, price tried to break the high and it got pushed, it slapped back down. I wouldn't want to take that long, but yeah, sorry about that, bro. I'm just disheartened on all the 1 minute stuff I'm calling out. yeah, bro. I guess the engulfing term is a subjective statement, but this is not a engulfing candle for me. I would need that all to be a body. I need the body to close above the wick of the other one. But the body engulfed the previous body. I just don't know how different people interpret it. All right, I have 3 minutes essentially to find a trade. I would need like a triple wick on the 1 minute. Other than that, this will be one of the first days I don't take a trade in a long time. But I'm glad I called a bunch of stuff that I didn't take it. But you know what? This has been a very rangy day. So I got to remind myself, this is 1 day of data. The 1 minute might suck on 10 other days. So this is a really good reminder for myself. I got to go do testing. Got to do testing. I wonder if we get a clean rejection off the anchored VWAP. I'd consider that. Just in case someone's not, if I don't take it on here, I'm not taking it. This is more just to see if it works. And if it works, I mean, this is going to be a record day for me on things I called out and didn't take that worked. It's not to boast. It's for me to be like, bro, I think you need to relook at my trading style. But I'd rather like a triple wick to go back long. I'm running out of time though, folks. Something down here would be nice, right? Like these wicks and get another supporting wick down here. Oh, how do you control yourself after 4 or 5 losses in a row? Sorry, I didn't see your ZR. It's a great question. If you've seen my previous videos, like not live streams, I found the most success, the most pivotal moment for me in my trading was when I started taking one trade, and the second I took the trade, I'd make sure my stop loss and profit were good, like set to 1-to-1, and I shut it down. And I vowed to myself, I am not allowed to look at the results until, for me, I was actually trading in a Starbucks, no joke. I was going to a coffee shop, trading, and it was a mental thing for me that that's my trading office. And I shut the computer down and I leave. And so, or I would flip open some work emails and do work. But the idea of disciplining myself, and I'm not very disciplined, but the one thing I committed to was not allowing myself to see the result. But it still sucks. So I checked the result later, like an hour later in the day, but it still sucks seeing 4 or 5 in a row. That is freaking where, look at this. You have to have something like this to go, look, watch this. Focus on column E. 3 losers. 4 losers. 4 losers. Watch this. Please, like seriously, look at this. 2 up 1 and down 4. What is the accumulative result of this whole column? Column E. 25% for the year. It's actually like 27 because this has a couple months in 2024 that were down. But seriously, like 25%? That's $50,000 on a 200K challenge. But you have to sit through this. The only strategies that aren't going to have 4 or 5 losers in a row is 70 to 80%. If you find a 70 to 80% win rate, you let me know. I think the longer you're in the trading game and researching, you just won't find it. People talk about it. It actually drives me nuts. I'm trying to build a YouTube channel, but I'm up against people who just lie. Dude, I'm not calling out any channels, but I'm not naming them, but there are channels right now, and their thumbnails say, never lose. 100% crap. 80% win rate, 100% crap. 90% crap. Works every time, crap. It's not real. It's all fake. Even I click on them because I want to see what crap they're talking about. But I've now built up the awareness that it's a 100% lies. There is no such thing that works every time. There's no such thing that works 90% of the time. And when I say 90%, I mean like to at least a 1-to-1 R. It doesn't count if you do 90. Some guys will say I have a 90% win rate, but they're cutting profits. They take a little bit of profit off the table immediately, so it increases their win rate. Yeah, of course, you have an inverted R&R, and you're taking all these micro wins when you scale out. Win, 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 win. I'm going on a tangent now, but I hate that because that's what I'm up against to build a YouTube channel, and people are feeling disappointed about their results if they're getting a 60% win rate, 1-to-1 R, when really that's a profitable strategy. 4% a month? You go walk into the average bank and say, I'm making 4% a month. What are you guys making? Right? Like 4% a month is incredible. So that's my tangent. I really do got to go. This is the first day I haven't taken a trade, I think, in months. I always take a trade. Always. Okay, this is my last chance. If I get a wick and this closes green, which I don't think it's gonna, I'll jump in for a quick trade. But then I'm out. I gotta go. So it's probably not gonna happen, but let's see. I don't know why I should say that. Do I know the orders that are about to be placed? Yeah, no. Okay. I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for joining. I'm leaving you with go after conservative, consistent results. Literally take the idea of 70% or 80% off the table. Just literally forget that nonsense. And just see, can I achieve a 60% 1-to-1 R? Or if you're not into that style, a 50% 2R. Or something that generates 2 to 4% a month. If you can achieve that, you're ahead of 90% of traders. That's just the facts. And how do you handle those losses? You stay strong, knowing that your backtesting shows it's just part of it. This is part of it. These are going to come. That's why, little investor, if you're risking 2%, your account's blown now. Oh, it's not adding it up for us. This would equal 2, you're down 2, now you're down. Well, yeah, you'd blow the account if you're risking 2% a day, or you're taking 2 trades at 1%, or you'd blow the account you'd make more money in these sections, but you'd blow the account there. Anyways. Okay, I'm going to go. Peace out, guys.